Hello and welcome back to Gunstar Heroes with me, Matthew Caddis, aka Poogie. So we will take on Black's Dice Palace now, which I would consider this game's equivalent of Casino Night Zone, only with one major difference. You can't actually get away from the thing, and it's less gambling with slot machines and the like, and more to do with your life. As you'll see, but first we'll have to deal with the troops here, along with this giant gun turret, which, honestly, with lightning and chaser, is no problem at all. Seriously. I also had a big problem with this episode, because I originally was going to do it in two, but the video just kept crashing, so yeah, I've had to delay it a bit. So that's why, if there's been any delay in uploading this episode, that's why the video just would not continue beyond the point where I wanted it to. So, that being said, bunch of enemies, yada yada yada. Again, we will run into another bomber towards the end of this stage. Nothing too hard, as I say. But there we go. It's hard to tell them when they come in, though, especially with how many there are. Usually, bomber enemies will try and hug you, and well, that's what it looks like on the animation, anyway. Again, this was back in the 90s. It looks like it was hugging you, though. Anyway, once we enter here, we are now inside the Dice Palace, and what we have to do is roll the die and hopefully get to the boss. While, if you land on one of the 5 things, you will fight a mini-boss. So first up is the Valvelion, I guess it's called, which is a giant snake enemy that honestly looks like someone playing Snake on one of their Nokia phones. I remember it being, the Snake game being on one of those RM Nimbus computers they had at school, seriously. Yeah, it behaves like that. And basically you want to target the head with whatever power you have. So next up, yeah, all of the tiles are set. The only thing to really look out for is the one right next to the boss panel, the way back, because if you do that, you will have to start from the very beginning, which is not great. Next up is Timer-On, which is an interesting mini-boss. What it will do, it will drop bombs. However, once the timer gets up, I think, to about 10 or so, it will go in reverse, and so will the bombs, thus damaging you. Seriously, not an easy boss at all, actually. But there you go. And that being said, well, we're going on to the next area, it seems. So what's next? Let's see. Sometimes I would only roll like a 1 or a 2. I never got a 3 with this one, but never mind. What's next then? And this one's a rush and go. Kind of a maze in which you have to get through the maze. Again, if you double jump, then what Gunstar Red or Gunstar Blue will do, they'll just jump forward. And that will count as a hit with those sensors there. So yeah, you don't want to do that, seriously. But getting to the goal is the right chore because of how this works. Because sometimes if you're standing on a thing where a platform would appear or disappear, then it will activate twice. Seriously. That is insane, but yeah. There's also this orb that is moving around the area, and I do not like it one bit. Not one bit. No. And yeah, it is what it is. It's very hard to jump anyway, because this game is not really a platformer, it's more of a action game. It's some platforming, I guess, but not that much. See, it's not like... We're going to compare it to anything Dynamite Heady or Mischief Makers as far as treasure games go. Anyway, next up is Melon Bread, which honestly must have been like a tech demo or something to test the 3D power of the Mega Drive. Seriously. That's all I can think of there with that face. Seriously. But, yeah. What you have to do is target his nose. Seriously. Okay, so that being said, throw it again. And okay, I got 3! That's good! So let's see what we get here then. And another Russian gold. This one I can do because the enemies are actually going up the thing, so you can easily throw them. If you are able to complete this in time, you will get a time bonus. That's all, really. No extra power-ups or anything like that, I'm afraid. Yeah, it's not like trying to hunt for the Magnet Beam in Mega Man or something like that. Anyway, in Electman's stage, I don't know how to play that. But anyway, that being said, let's throw it again. And I'm actually glad I got a 1 there because we can get some items this way. So let's see then, what's here? Okay, so there's some lightning, which I do want. Indeed, lightning and Chaser is my favorite combination. Although, if you combine lightning, I think, with the tracker power-up, then you're able to get a sword. It's actually quite badass looking, seriously. Especially against the 7th Force, which I did see on YouTube, seriously. Anyway, that being said, we've got a 1 again. So let's see, what do we have here? Phantom. Okay, so this enemy is interesting. It looks like the bomber, but what will happen is that his bombs will go all over the place. So yeah, and he will actually throw them forward. So yeah, what you actually have to do is target the enemy, not the thing there. Not an easy boss at all, actually. Seriously, for one that's based off of an existing enemy. Again, Gunstar Red or Blue's double jump is a plus here. Can't really throw this guy because the actual Phantom is nearby, but there you go. So next, let's see, we will get well, let's see, a 1. Of course it's going to be a 1. That's going to be a thing there. That is most definitely going to be a thing. So the Vortex Base, this is kind of an interesting one. The main weak point of this mini-boss is actually the bottom of it, not the nodes that appear at the boss along the side. Seriously, again, Lightning and Chaser pretty much affirms this. Seriously, it drains the vitality very, very quickly. The only thing to watch out for is the laser itself, of course, that's going around the arena, but there we go! Yeah, nothing too hard at all. So, indeed, now let us go to the next one. And, next one's a no-gun challenge if I get another 1. So hope I don't get these. Okay, 2. I skipped that. So what do we have then instead of the gun challenge? Or the no-gun challenge? Well, we get the gel, which I can't think of. Seriously, it's a giant amoeba. Seriously. And it sends out its own, offspring? Okay, sure. You can actually double jump on it to damage it a bit more. That's probably welcome given how big it is. So yeah. Another weird looking boss. Then again, we'll see a lot more of that in Dynamite Heady. Anyway, that being said, how many spaces do we have? We have 3 left until we get to the boss. So 2, get another item. So I want to get a 2 for the next one. Don't want to go back. Definitely don't want to go back. So all I want is the health, really. Which is probably helpful for when we fight Black. Which will be in the next episode because I just stopped after this bit. Seriously, so yeah. And throw it and yes, a 2. That's good. Anyway, I'll see you when we fight Black. Goodbye!